Yay, it's working, it's working, it's working. Grand high rising to all my beautiful people. Wherever you are on the third chord, I welcome you. I accept you as you are. All right. We haven't been in a while, but we gotta keep this going. We can't fall short. We all got a job to do, and I'm doing my job, so let's get it done. Healing the Hood, Series 10. We are in trouble. And, nobody's going to come save us. We got to save ourselves. And as in we's, I'm talking about y'all. Like, well, me too. Like, no one's going to save me. But over the masses, it's like, you got to save yourself. So I'm talking to you. Save yourself. Don't look for nothing outside of yourself to save yourself. Yes, regardless if you have a spirit or soul, you're still experiencing and you still have a job to do. And if you don't do that, there are consequences for that, aka what some people call karma or whatever. There's balance and order. Without order, there's chaos. Without chaos, there's well, if there is no order, there's always going to be chaos. So, and if there's always chaos, don't you want some order? So, everything has to have a balance regardless. So, I wanted to talk about, after the Safety Act with Chicago, I've been noticing our police department has been hiring rigorously. And over the years, it seems the requirements, with the prerequisites to be a public servant, aka officer of the law, you had to do certain things. There were certain criteria you had to meet, like maybe going to the academy, I don't know, graduating with a bachelor's, I don't know, but part of your associates, goddamn it, how they be acting. You probably just, all you gotta do is just say you speak and you can get hired. Seems like that's how low their criteria is. But anyways, I've been noticing that their criteria has been becoming low and low and low. Like, they've been putting ads on Indeed. I've seen them in the libraries. They've done them on the radios. They put stuff in the mail. They've even had, not career events like a job fair, but like policemen actually going out in the community to canvas, solicit, I don't know, basically recruit. Yeah, there you go. And so I've been noticing that. Anyone else notice that? Comment below. Definitely. Let's chat. So love is not love no more. It has turned into hate. And the reason why I say that is because the lawlessness that has been going on. A lot of people have been pointing or put up those videos where, the officers is like, what about the life in blue? All life matters regardless of what life. There's nothing in particular. But when they were saying, if you want to defund the police, then who you gonna call when you're having a dispute with somebody? And people, we must realize we have to police ourselves. If you read any constitution, I believe the preamble is like the Bill of Rights, maybe, I don't know, right? But it's either I think it's the Bill of Rights, and it states, and it's your own state's constitution, so you have to look at, because each state is different, each country is different, each borderline is different, so look at your domicile in particular and research it there. But we are told to police ourselves. See, we don't know what the laws that are implemented upon us because we weren't there when they were made, right? So we have no idea who they pertain to, who they don't pertain to, what they're talking about, because it's all legalese, jargon, stuff that you don't understand, I don't understand, because they're not speaking English. They playing with their words, word magic, spelling, you know? So it's like, because we lost the hierarchy of the matrilineal system and the patriarchal, or just patriarch and the matriarch. Jeez, cannot say all that, but system. Man and woman, right? It's a duality. And everything, both are needed. And that's where the hierarchy comes in. As you know, say you got those who implement laws who are like the high priestess in certain times, or the high priest, you know, they understand the mind, the philosophy, the psychology, the just generalisms of the general public, right? Of how they would all interact. So only certain people who have that knowledge would implement certain customs. You don't slap your wife in public. If you found out you're an adulterer, you get stoned to death in public. You know, certain customs that the people agreed with, which is a government, a body of people making a unanimous decision based on their living way of standards. That is it. That's life. That is what we and some of us refer to as spirituality. Mayan principles are just balance, nature. If it ain't yours, don't touch it. If it's not your business, don't worry about it. But if it's affecting all of us, it's everybody's business. And what I've been noticing lately, and this is going to tie into my point about weak individuals, we have allowed certain things to go on that really needs to be addressed, you know. And now we live in a society where it's rampant. It's too far gone because nobody stamped it in the bud. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no, don't do that. Oh, yeah, let's go. You know, there was no balance. It was just, hey, do what you want. You have control. You wrote the history. You control the land. What does he say in Rango? If you control the water, you control the people, right? So we allowed those who so-called put themselves in history, right? His story, to control our paradigm, to control our everyday thinking, our everyday seeing, perspective. Go outside right now. And they don't even advertise in the hood. So every advertisement that you see, it's of a particular person. Why is that? That's for your own homework. I don't need to tell you my opinion, right? Pay me for that. That's my intellectual property. Anyways, you know, what do you see? The general public is ran by a very far and few and in between individuals who understood the things that I was speaking about earlier, the psyche, you know, the anthropology, just the, what is it? It's not chemistry, it's not biology, it's like just the patterns of the human being. Anyone know that? I'm just having a brain fart here, but just the patterns of the overall people, they understood that. So since astrologically they were in a time where one for all and one for one, like if you put that energy out there, no one contested it, you're a winner, right? No one challenged you. So you were able to have that for however long that period is. And solarly, each sign is what, 24,000 years, and then, well, that's galactically, and then solarly I think it's what, roughly 6,000 years. So each sign has its dominion in the skies, which emanates its energy onto our plane of existence. And regardless, I'm for the zodiacs, but regardless of what zodiac sign you are, you still are impacted by the energy that comes onto the earth, based on that particular sign of energy that's within the skies of the heavens above, right? So because they were in that Piscean one for all, or you know, particular stage for 6,000 years, they were able to rule. So with that being said, this is a good segue to go back to the point of the weak men. You know, when you stop standing up for what is right, like you're at school someone's bullying you or bullying someone you know and that you're a very good friend but you don't want no problem, so you allow them to get bullied. So instead of both of y'all, as we do in the hood, we all just gonna get our ass kicked together, if that's what happens, you walk away and now you are an adult. You run some company, or you're a senator, you are an, I don't know, high authority somewhere. Damn it. You're a judge, you're an officer, you're a McDonald's general manager. You are someone of importance. Or maybe if not. But life will always throw opportunity at you to be better and also implement balance, right? So because you never chose to stand up, you became weak, you became docile, right? So phonetically, not, yeah, is it physically? Is phonetically? No, phonetically is your whole face, right? So physically speaking, the man is stronger than the woman. So for all you say you're equal to a man, you're stupid, because again, you are a woman. You have something you're men like, or if he's like you, if you want to be, specific in that. But it starts with him. That's why he's physically stronger than you. That's why they're capable of doing construction and doing those hard things that we are just not capable of doing. Not saying that we can't do it. God dang. To all you muscle bound chicks, like, oh, yes, I can. Okay, cool. Whatever. That's fine. But I know I want my man to take my trash out. Like, even if I can do it. Oh, can you open up this jar, please? Thank you. It's just something about it, right? So anyways, when you become docile as a man, which is the opposite of your own nature, you automatically emit weak and regressive energy, right? So for the woman who is your mate, who is your equal, who is your like, not in physicality, but in all other ways, she's just like you. She's just a woman, right? You admitted that onto her, and say this has started way before 1492. So let's just implement this in 1965 when civil rights really kicked our ass, right? And it fucked it up for everybody, because what was supposed to be for some people turned out to be for everybody. And that's going to tie into at the end of this video about the immigrants, right? So during those times, we didn't have identity. We were searching. The man was pretty much being separated from the home, from our customs, our family, our way of life, everything we knew. Us, people who were indigenous to America and who were brought here, those two, or anyone who's touched colonization for Western expansion, have all dealt with the erasing of who they were. So we're all, in that sense, suffering from identity crisis. You got some people in the southern hemisphere of North America thinking they're something that they're not, don't want to honor who they are. And then you got other people in the far east saying that, they're west, but you're still, it's crazy, right? We all have been mentally fucked by Western expansion. Let's just admit it, people. All you people who keep saying, oh, America is great, but yet you're racist, wake the fuck up. Because if anyone really wants to dive deep into their history, all you have to do, and you will find out if you are a bigot, if you suffer from your own hatred within inside, or you're just doing what was told to you. Trace your own genealogy. And it's simple. You don't need my 23. You don't need all those kits, right? Because how the fuck do they hold all that DNA? There's 9 billion people on the planet, you idiots. How can, Whew. Okay, calm down, Destiny. All right. So all you have to do is say, hey, Mom, where's your dad from? Where's your mom from? Hey, Grandma, where's your mom from? Where's your dad from? Hey, Grandpa, where's your dad from? Where's your mom from? Hey, great-grandpa, where's your dad from? Where's your mom from? Hey, great-great-grandma. Do you get the drift? right? That is how you trace your genealogy, your lineage, so you can understand where to place yourself in history. So because of our people, and just anyone who lives in America, or again who's touched any of Western expansion, have lost their identity, they no longer stand for anything. You know, it used to be a point in time where men that were present wouldn't allow no cussing, no pervertedness around women and children. Now it's the opposite. They want it, right? Okay? Because that docileness, if you started it in 1965, so imagine, you know, I guess a generation is every 10 years, or I think it's every 40 years, or is it every 40 years to complete one generation? I don't know. However, every decade, there's DNA information that is transferred from that previous, for some predecessors, some ancestors who were in certain particular state of minds, whether they were crazy, whether they were searching for their identity, it was lost, or they were, you know, colonizers, whatever that particular mindset you're in, you straight pass that shit down. So we are in 2024, so let's go. Let's count. You know, you got time. Everybody got time to sit on social media and all these technologies doing nothing, so you might as well do something. So we got 1965, 10 years after that, so that's like 70 years, right? So 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015, 2025. All right, so we ain't there yet. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh, I was right. Look at that. 70 year span. All right. So for 70 years, that weak, docile spirit, because you chose not to speak up or you chose to continue on the fuckery, right? This is where we're at today, where 12-year-olds are committing suicide because they're being bullied. Where's the hierarchy? Where's the standing on code? And then, okay, let's talk about standing on code, because all you community leaders, I don't care, Houston, fucking Florida, the DMV, DWF or DFW, or wherever you are at, is funny. It's the same conversations. How do you want to be on code with something that your people didn't stand on? So you are a descendant of someone either who didn't stand on something or chose to implement something that was horrible for mankind. And you have the nerve to stand up in your community asking for anything. Support. Time is support. Energy is support. As to why you don't know why we're in the state that we're in. But everybody knows in this 80s we were crackheads. Everybody knows that certain people went through colonization and certain people went through slavery. But y'all don't know the psyche that has been developed, underdeveloped actually, from malalignment due to previous generations not working out their issues. Like how, what's that Joan lady said? All you so-called pale faces, excuse me, Caucasians, whatever you want to be named. Let's do Anglo-Saxons, right? Because there's a conglomerate of ethnicities in the colonization, conquistadors, right? So, all of you who are in this room, stand up if you want to be treated like what they call black people today. Why nobody standing up? Hold on, maybe you didn't hear me. For those in the back, if you would like to be treated how what they call a black person today is being treated, please stand up. All right, crickets, right? Looking at each other. Wow, nobody wants to stand up. Yeah, like how she said, is pointed out, that means you know the treatment, unfair, disparate treatment that is being brought on my people. The fact that we can't even thrive through our own pursuit of happiness and enjoyment. Then we're piggybacked based off of indenture servitude being spread upon the masses as if it's fucking normal to do, while the motherfucker you working for is not working. I promise you that. I don't even promise you, that's a fact. Take it to the bank, their bank, and cash it. You do your check. Okay. Calm down, Destiny. But so imagine for all those generations coming up to 2025, I have 2009, 2019 children being born. So in this world, look what they have to deal with. Our children are our future. Their future is fucked. The future is gone. And it's because no one stood on truth. No one had balance. Nobody respected the hierarchy. Everybody wanted to get along to get along, or what is it? Get along to get on, or get on to get along. I don't know. They just wanted to just, it doesn't bother me. Just keep going. Oh, wait. If I sell them out, I get to live luxuriously and not suffer. Oh, okay, let's sell their ass out real quick, fast, and hurry. And hey, they should have did what I did, right? What? If we are all not free, nobody's free. So how are you charging for information that you learned from somebody else? I don't care that you went to a seminar and your dumb ass spent $10,000 and you gave somebody $10,000 for their intellectual property because you don't know what they know. Now, because you got pimped, you out here pimping others. Information is free. Mental is free. All is mine. Universal is mine. So where the fuck are y'all capitalizing off of something you got for free? That's what I'm talking about. Now, guess what? Those children are who they are today. They're hella expectant. They're rude. They don't care about authority. They have no sense of direction. They have no sense. Okay? I damn near whoop my children every day. And it's not just physically whoop them. You have to whoop them out of the psychological trance that they're in based on the life that is presented to us. Everybody, supposedly watches TV. Everybody supposedly goes to school. Everybody supposedly does activity. What's up? Hold up. All right, hold on, baby girl. We supposedly do all these, but we miss out on what's really important. Self. And this is why this series is about saving yourself. S.O.S. Baby. Save your motherfucking self. Save your motherfucking self. You got to. Because nobody's going to do it. They wooed all of us. They told y'all we were black. What country is black? Oh, wait. Isn't. So, what country is white? Oh, wait. There isn't. There isn't. Supposedly they taught us every continent begins and ends with A. Or does it end with A? I thought it ends and begins with A, but it don't matter. Shit, that's somebody brought that to us. I learned, I saw some information that the maps were reversed, that Africa is really up, America's really down, Australia's really up, Asia's really down. It's crazy. But they're never going to tell us that. Y'all get all these TikToks woke and y'all think y'all woke, and that's fine. We're in the age of information. When I grown up in the 90s, shit, we went outside, it was that little bit of entertainment that was on that particular TV dial. Dial as in do. You had to turn that thing to get to another channel. So whatever was on that TV network channel was whatever you watched. And I don't care if it ranged from news, soap operas, TV shows, then cartoons. You had to watch it all just to get to cartoons. So now We perfected playing outside all day until our favorite shows came on. That's another reason why we're so well rounded and down to earth. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all those who don't look like me, but honor the like mindedness of soul beings. Like, we love to love. We're not with that bullshit. I say to John Brown and his sons. And I don't know if that was really, really true, or even if it wasn't, I say to all those who are like that. I questioned, I'm like, damn, why these people procreate through genetic annihilation, but yet say they for the people that look like them. I don't understand. Or just for righteousness, which is not treating people that look like them in despair, right? But where there's love, there's love. You know what I'm saying? That is a frequency. And there is no more love. That's why, the girls think showing your clitoris, whether your outer labia or your inner labia is out or not, that it's cute. That's gross. And you're not getting paid for it. I'm a 90s baby. I'm born in 87, but I grew up in the 90s. Oh, God. Your word was your bond, and we didn't do anything for nothing. So, y'all are doing a lot. The girls have become over-sexualized. The boys have become overly feminized to where they don't even know how to change a tire. That's feminine, right? We used to be like, oh my God, my tire just blew. That's probably why AAA came into. He was like, you know what? I'm tired of my wife calling me every time her damn tire blows. You know what? God damn it. I am going to AA meetings, and I've completed my steps. God damn it, I'm out of my truck. You know what? Whenever somebody needs me, somebody's always calling me. Something happened, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know how to change a tire. They don't know how to change your oil. They probably don't know how to count. At least the guys in my era knew how to count, because why? They were drug addicts. Excuse me, street pharmacists. They were entrepreneurs, excuse me. They were getting at how they live, right? You know what I'm saying? So at least they knew how to count. And if you was a real one, you knew how to stack. You know how to. You was very diversified because you were the shark in the hood. This is the hood series, so we're gonna keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? I did this to relating to all those who are in the gutter, so to speak. Wondering why all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of being tired of being tired of being tired. I did this for y'all. I did this for us. So I'm not going to switch up. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay true to the gang. Let's stay true to the gang. This is Healing the Hood. Healing the Hood. Those who are in the hood, like I told you, go to my previous videos. Whether it's from the ghettos, which is the projects, the streets. You know what I'm saying? Gang life, your neighborhood, whatever life dealt you. How did you go about it? You know what I'm saying? Got plenty of videos for that. So let's continue getting this work. So GMO people, because y'all stood on nothing. This is who y'all are. Y'all be dead frozen. Like when I was in dental assistant, and you have to do CLS, right? And I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's CPR and all that certification, right? First aid and all that cool stuff. Just know certain procedures and things. So majority of my classmates who were nowadays, they're all Hispanic. I was the only one that looked like me there. Mulatto, who claims me, and I'm sorry, I do take offense. If you're a mulatto, you're not what they call Aquaman. You're Aquaman. You're a mixed blood. But it's okay. Stand on who you are. That's what I'm about. That's what this Healing the Hood is about. Standing on who you are, right? But anyways, GMO people, y'all have allowed bull stuff to go on for so long. You're just frozen. You don't know how to act on right now, impulsively, regardless if it's right or wrong. Someone just got shot in your face and the baby's sitting there crying. You're stuck. Oh my god, 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 somebody just died in front of me. What about the baby, fool? Fuck you. Let's go to the baby. That person's dead. Move on. See, and that's the certain things with certain countries. That's why when I grew up in high school, I was so fortunate to have people who weren't from America around me, so I was exposed. And then back then, y'all not hip to those. What's they used to have them on TV too. It was like a tape you could buy for $19.99 all the way up to like $50, and it's just captures of all type of either death or fights. And this is where War Star came from, my nigga. Like, real talk, it was all those horror shits, you know what I'm saying? In other countries, aka third world countries, non-developed countries, non-Western expansion countries, death is a normal thing, you know what I'm saying? And they tabloids, right? A nigga's head is blown off and you could see everything. Oh my God, for Ashe to all those who are medical examiners who love the body, Ashe, Ashe. Beautiful, right? We're see, in spirit there's no morality. So when I'm talking beautiful, I'm on a whole nother level of looking at a dead body. Like I said, for those who are medical examiners, understand what I'm talking about. All right, but on a whole different level, they're in tune. They're desensitized to death. Okay, how our teens, as I'm speaking before, can show their whole clitoris and your whole anatomy. You know what I'm saying? The boys become desensitized to sex. Third world country motherfuckers or other people are prone. What was that? You hear that click? What the fuck? Ugh. Anyways, they're prone to seeing things on a daily that you come to America, they would not dare put that into the newspaper or television. Okay, and even the stuff that they filter. Oh, this is for mature eyes only. If they're not blah blah blah, please remove them. And it just be some yelling or something. They don't show the real dog Holyfield, the grimy. They don't show that. So, y'all have allowed yourselves to be so frozen because you're not able to act, right? Not react, act on whatever's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So you become a cookie cutter. You're a Kardashian girl, or you're like a city girl, or you're like an Erykah Badu type of chick, or you're a Cardi B type of chick trying to get to the. I don't know. It's all the it's a cookie cutter. I can point you out type shit. Nobody's authentic. Nobody themselves. And then you get so many people that say that they get praised on that. No, that's just obvious. You're pointing out the obvious, but it's true. Because no one's being authentic, you're being GMO. You're being what you're told to do. Like now, I keep seeing more and more people with the mask. If you have not done your own research, you need to die. No, real talk. Real fucking talk. If 2020 Corona did not wake you up as an individual, you need to die. There's 9 billion of you motherfuckers here. I'd rather go back to the cowboy and Indian stage. Cut that bitch back into the ether. You don't even need to be here. You're wasting time. You're wasting earth. You're wasting resources. Hello. Put that bitch out. No. So, focus on self. I have an example. Correct me if I'm wrong. Flamingos, when they're born, say they're like born on like a volcano island or some stuff like that, which is scarce. It's nowhere near close to land, right? And where that it is, you have to travel to get there. And the trials to get there are life and death. So it depends on you living. For one, if you live, obviously. And two, if you get there. So let's go. So flamingos are born on this particular place to where, as they're born, they have to travel through this goop or travel through this particular place to get from these, let's say like wetlands or something like that. They have to travel from the wetlands to get to the dry land or some shit, right? And that's why their legs are so tall, right? So this particular wetland or terra part, it could have sinkholes, it could have volcano cluster columns, all type of stuff, right? So you could be walking like, oh, okay, all right, boom, you just got fried up because that volcano erupted, or you got some volcano on your foot or on your, I believe they're flightless birds. So that you, or no, they're not. They're not flightless. But flamingos fly. You done got it on your wing. Now you can't fly, and you know what I'm saying. So it's tremendous for you just to be born, just to make it to the other side, just to fucking live, right? Doesn't that sound familiar, aka black people? Or anybody born to live that you gotta die? Or in a sense, right? Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so imagine the life of a flamingo. It's literally life or death. And those who make it across to the dry land are obviously those who made it. Imagine the ones who didn't. Stepped on the wrong thing, or anything. Anything could have happened, right? So your survival is necessary in order for you to live the life you were meant to live, right? So guess what? I don't care, because I'm not for the fucking system, but I'm damn sure not here to revolutionize anyone into an occult type matter to be like, do this, do that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not telling nobody what to do no more. If you don't have a mind of your own, you're fucked. There's so many people on YouTube who, or just in general, who can help you, right? So if you do not focus on yourself, wherever you are at, I don't care if you're a CEO, you're a Senate, you're a president, you're a bum on the street, you're a homegirl, you're whatever you are, Burger King, Ross, Red Lobster, Urban Sombrero, wherever you are at in life, you need to do a self-observation. Write it down. Put your name at the top. Your name is very important. Why? Because it's you. No one's like you. Even if you have a twin, the bitch ain't got your name. Might be similar, but it's not your name. Right? Who put your name at the top? Who are you? Who are you? And what is that doing for the motherfuckers around you? What is that doing for your family? And we ain't even got to go to like your people around you. We can just start within your home, because government starts in the home. I shade to the 5 and the 2. To your family. And I don't care, I don't promote same sexuality, but again, it's your lifestyle. We're dealing with truth. You have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with truth. Something we all have to deal with, right? A personal journey has nothing to do with nobody but yourself. Who are you? What is that benefiting to those who are around you? First, you. How are you benefiting you? How are you benefiting the people around you? How are the people around you benefiting the people that are around them? How are the people that are around them understanding your purpose in life? Meaning, how are you getting your message across? How are you going to leave your legacy? We don't even leave legacy no more. So that goes into the kings, the community leaders. Oh, we're kings, we're kings, we're kings. Nigga, if you don't have a queen, you're not a king. Stop it. If you're not operating into understanding that it's not about you, just you. It is about you, but the whole holistic thing. Ashe, I'm a holistic practitioner, so anybody from A to Z get my little short commercial in. Anyone that has any ailments from A to Z, we can get you healed. If you do not holistically understand everything you do affects someone next to you, you're not a king. Same vice versa for the queens. Don't self-declarate yourself as something that you're not if your lifestyle does not fit that. And I'm not talking about the materialistic things or materialisms. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how people respect you, how you are respected in life. That 100% matters. What are you doing? How is life being done to you? And what are you doing about that? You know what I'm saying? All that is holistically. That's how you can call yourself a king. And for our black men to understand that, you have to protect your family. And in order to protect your family is protecting yourself. We're not black, but it's so sad that people are so associated with that fucking term, but we're not black. So understand who you are, regardless of who you are. Anglo-Saxon, whatever all the names that they given us is not it. So it doesn't matter. It's where you're from. Not where you're at, where you're from. Wherever you're from, where your people are from, and those people are from, and their people are from, is who you are. Love that. If you came from the mountains, embrace that. Change that. Make your spirit proud and big in this world. If you don't have a soul and you know you can't go beyond this terra plane, make your impact matter. Make it matter. If you're in places, you better cut it out. If you're in places where you know they're doing wrong and you're able to get those secrets, but they don't even pay no mind to you, put those secrets out there. Continue being whistleblowers. You are doing the balance of the Most High, and you never know. And this is my belief, and this based on some stories that I've read, that if you only have a spirit and you do one of those like remarkable acts, you set the balance of life, you can follow a particular soul that resonates with you on to the next life. Because I don't give a fuck. Those who run this world don't have souls, and they're mad. That's why they're trying to wipe us out so they can put themselves into the Galactic Federation, which is, I mean, they're in the Galactic Federation, but so far as they can't intergalactically travel, so they're upset. I understand. But I love me. I love my kinkiness. I love my attitude. I love my lips. I love my thickness. I love my hair. I love my attitude. I love how geeky I am. I love how much I play. I love how funny I am. I love how serious I am. I love how I love to be silent. I love how I love to talk, right? I love how I can be diversified and be hitting it up with all my niggas. And I love how I can be in a room of wine tasters, right? Absolutely. So be true to who you are, or you will fall into what is coming now. They're not going to tell you, but I don't know about you, but I sure did watch Trump say there's a great storm coming. Y'all can just Google great storm on YouTube and see how many motherfuckers have said that. I even got a motherfucker who is here in the 5280, who is a known DJ, who is a community representative, I guess. Community handler, should I say. And said the same thing. And I don't think no one paid attention to his post. But guess what? You're a chosen one if you have a photographic memory. Not just those who can just remember shit. Like, you're a part of something. Even if you have a spirit and you have a photographic memory, don't just think you just put yourself into the 9 ether. Like, there's 6, 7, and 8, 9. Like, no, you figure it out. Figure out what 6 ether, 7 ether, 8 ether, and 9 ether is. Okay? 9 is the highest. 9 is completion. There's no number outside of 9. Okay. So let's get to, the foreigners, okay? And we're going to end with that. We're almost in a motherfucking hour. Oh, well. This is long overdue and it needs to be talked. So I am all with the spirit. And for those who have melanin, neuromelanin, to make your skin dark, to have their place in the sun, right? Because you are sun seeds, right? However, some of you are seeds of a curse seed. Some of you are meant to go through what you're going through because your people set up this system. They set up the whole thing of disagreeableness. You got to have agreeable and unagreeable. You can't just be... There has to be a Yahweh. You can't just be Yah and can't be way. You got to be both, So when they set that up, that was pretty much it. And we have not overturned that system since it started. But guess what? We're not supposed to. That's why we're supposed to rise. To all those who are spiritually inclined and who are rising to their higher selves and who understand this message. This message is not for everyone. You are supposed to rise to your higher self, which is your God self. So understand them being here and the fact that the colonizers don't want to admit that black people are the indigenous people on this land. And let's just say the land. I ain't gonna just speak on, because when the land mass was just one, it was one, and then we left different parts. Like, I don't understand. I don't, it was set up shop in one place, and and let's be real. Let's stop this. The set up shop in Africa was not for me and you. It was for Aluminum Els. It was for workers. It was for slaves, people who were created only and solely to be workers. Them niggas really could even procreate, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And if they did, so our time, the Nubians, we weren't even here yet. Okay, so all those who want to say it started in Africa, it did. Motherfucker, it sure did. For humans. Not for the Nubians, not for the Nubians, not for those who have souls, not ether beings. No, boo, it did not start in Africa. Okay. Go ahead, Master Musa. Go ahead, Agrabah the third, or Edgar, whatever you want to say. Medusa Edhem, like, this is, yeah. All you gotta do is read. Just watch YouTube. Who are the first people in America? Or what Americas were there? Dane Calloway for sure got it. You know what I'm saying? The researcher guy for sure got it. S.O.S. Yalina. YT show got it. You know what I'm saying? So there's no excuses. 2020 was perfect vision. So there's no excuses no more. So if you don't see it, you just ain't gonna see it. Some of y'all are not meant to see it. So understand the foreigners coming here is just a COINTELPRO move to dime flip the original fives into the land, and usurp all what is organic and give it to those who they put in place to be original people. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before the video, and I'm going to end with this, we all got usurped. We all got hoodwinked. We all got the wolves pulled over our eyes. If you think you black, you not. If you think you white, you're not. If you think you Mexican, you not. Anything other than black, unapologetically, is 8 ether. Anything other than 8 ether is 7 ether. Anything other than 7 ether is 6 ether. Now let me tell y'all, for all y'all ghost hunters out there who some don't seem to understand, it's only 6 ether people when they die create ghosts. So imagine for 76 trillion years, 6 ether beings, 7 ether beings, 8 ether beings have been into existence, right? I'll at least say 6 and 7, shit, but they all, but let's just say that. Imagine 76 trillion years of all them damn spirits. So that's why I be saying you gotta watch when you have sex. You procreate, you better have a purpose. Because somebody wants to relive this physical life because they tired of being it, floating around and not having nothing physical, right? It's the same life. So anyone who wants to know about life after death, it's the same shit. It's just non-physical. And then there are those who are physical who still can interact, intergalactically. You know what I'm saying? Merkaba, already light bodies, ashe, ashe, ashe. So these foreigners taking over our land, y'all deserve it. You were descendants of weak people, and generationally, those weak people seeds have flourished. And it's y'all today. So if you want to know what's going to happen, just sit and watch your demise. You created it.